When it comes to athletics, a Nigerian has been outstanding so far in all her races. She did over there in Mauritius and also did well for Nigeria in Turku, Finland. But this time around, she has broken her own record set as an African, because right now she ran 12.41 seconds to break the one she set last year at the Gammon League, 12.42 seconds. Talking about Tobias Amoshon, welcoming you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, we'll be looking at our first story because right now she's been, a lot of Nigerians has been supporting her, at least giving her that particular accolade, coming from even the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dari, applauding Amoshon's African record-breaking feat. She was able to do that Diamond League in Paris, France, as she ran 12.41 seconds to break her own record, 12.42 seconds. And right now, the Nigerian has been in fantastic form this season. Well, I have with me Olawale Peters to talk about some sporting stories. Good to have you.
Good evening, Adeni. It's a pleasure to be back to the studio.
Well, Tobias Amoshon has been superlative form now. She's really doing so well. Ahead of the World Athletics that will be coming up in Oregon, and also Commonwealth Games that will be coming up in Birmingham City. And right now we have this lady who did well for Nigeria, 4x100 meter relay race in Mauritius. She also won gold for herself in 100 meter hurdles, and she did well in Finland and now in Paris. She's now the African record holder, 12.41 in hurdles.
Yeah, and what a good performance, and you can see the consistency that has been going on with her. So that means she's training herself to be the best. And our current record of 12.41 is the third
in the
fastest in the world. The first is 12.37. So that means she has just only 4 seconds to meet up with the number one.
That's Camacho Queen.
Yes. So that's what I think she just needs to do now, is to concentrate on the Commonwealth game coming up in Birmingham City, then also the one coming up in US also, to make sure that she also beats her personal record the same way she did currently right now. What does it mean? She needs training. We don't have the infrastructure, that's the truth, in the country that can enable her to achieve that success. If we have that in the country, it will be better for her. Most of her achievements is based on her own personal ability. And I'm very sure everybody is coming out now to congratulate her. That is one thing about success. It has many words, many friends, many family.
I can imagine what is happening to Blessing Okagbare now. She's going through this particular process now.
Exactly. And I remember also in Dakar 1998, when Gloria Aloze also broke the African record, a lot of people were clapping for her, were applauding her. But what did you do for her to improve on our record, on our best record? Nothing. So what are we saying here? What we're saying is that the federal government, through the Ministry of Youth and Sport, should look at the infrastructure deficit that we have in this country and make it conducive. We have a lot of Tobias Amoshon in this country. We have a lot of them in this country. We have a lot of Haruna Quadri in this country. But we are not making the environment enable for them to showcase what they have. I have no doubt she's going to make Nigeria proud again. Just 25 years old, and look at what she has achieved over the past 4-5 years. So that means she has been consistent with what she is doing. The first and second fastest runner in 100 meters hurdles, if she has the same facility, they have the kind of training that they had over there, if she has even half of it, I'm very sure she'll be better than them.
Yes.
So we should try as much as possible to make sure that we make the environment conducive for our people also. It's not until when they achieve the success that we now start saying, oh, she's our daughter, oh, he's our son. No, after all, the Super Eagles that we spend millions of dollars on, what have they given us? Nothing. When we have people making the country proud, we should try as much as possible to recognize and to reward them. It's only the Super Eagles you hear that they played in 1994, they won the trophy, gold medal, and they are giving them 3-bedroom flat, plot of land. What happens to the athletes? What happened to Haruna Quadri? What have they done to any of these rising stars that have made this country proud based on their own personal?
Let me take you back in 1996 when the under-23 the Dream team won the gold, and I recall Chioma, that automatically buried our achievement because nobody gave. In fact, if not for record's sake, it was as if she didn't win anything, and she the first Nigerian to have won gold at the Olympics before the team. So it's high time we begin to value because the entire team won one gold. She also won one gold. And a lot of people right now, they don't even remember if who's Chuma Ajunwa. But it's still there that, 1990 Atlanta Olympics. I know football, like I always say, is a beautiful bride. True. Everybody wants to be around, but to be candid, not everyone will do soccer. Not everyone will play football. Some people are going to be in pole vault. I met a young lad, a pole vault athlete. This boy, if you look at how this boy moves when he goes with his stick to jump pole vault, if that boy should see enough support, he will do so well. Far away, let's just say Akwanga, Nasarawa State. The boy knows how to jump for pole vault very well. I kept asking, what inspired? I say, I used to watch TV and I look at, if this man goes with his stick and he can jump, I could be able to do it. And then he went to the back of their house, erected 2 poles, and he started jumping. And he represented his school to the extent that the school qualified for one competition. He was picked, and I hosted him then. But really, imagine such a boy to have that chance, to have that push. That, okay, we've seen a talent here. Let's see. But who will give a reference to pole vault?
I'm sure, and I'm being sincere, some of our viewers watching us will be asking themselves, what is pole vault? That is the honest truth, because what we only concentrate because of the way the sport ministry made it look, it's only football that is all about when it comes to sport activities in this country. No, we're not saying that you should neglect the beautiful bride. Nobody is saying you should neglect them. But what we are saying is you should give other people equal opportunity. Give them the attention, the concentration also. So if the Super Eagles or the football teams, they are not giving us what is needed. We are going to Commonwealth now in Birmingham. What are we expecting from the athletes, from the track and field? We are expecting gold to be to come back to us in the country. So, but if you don't have this, it is only fire brigade approach when it is about a month or 2 months. They're just doing fire brigade approach. Let's camp all of them. No, other countries right now, the people that will represent them at the Commonwealth, they've been in camp maybe for about 4 or 5 months.
We are starting our own trials now.
We are just starting trials now
to pick our.
And let's see what will happen after that trials.
And they will pick the best. Amusha is in town alongside
They will only pick Amusha because they know what will happen if they didn't allow her to go there. If not, they have a way of doing their things.
Nigerian sport just have to be better. Not everyone will do football, like we always say, but we can make those who actually into other sports to feel better and feel important. Tobiloba Amusha has been in superlative form this season, and right now she'll be competing here in Nigeria for the Commonwealth Games triad, and from there she will fly back to compete at the World Athletics Championship in Oregon, USA. Well, right now she holds the third fastest record in 100 meters hurdles for women, 12.41, behind Lysos Camacho Queen of Jamaica, and not forgetting Alicia Johnson, who also are standing number 1 and number 2. Well, two are ahead of her, but really she's knocking at the door of making sure she gets to break the record they set by themselves. Good one there. Let's talk about football now, where 2 ladies, Ihezua Chiwendu and Josiah Okoro, will be part of Super Falcons to WAFCON due to border restrictions coming from China. Well, they play their football in China. That's the story now, and from the way it is, they won't be able to play in WAFCON, according to the tweet coming from Josiah Okoro, that she won't be able to come around because of border restriction. Well, some places in China are on lockdown one way or the other, so they can't move out, and that has blocked her way, and also Chikwendu Ihezua from coming to play for Nigeria in the WAFCON. So they've replaced them with that's Onome, that's Anam Imo. And Namimo has been called to come in, and Okoro also has been called to at least swap position. Though they were there in the first list, they dropped there. Now they are back. They'll be playing. So let's see. By the time they pull down the entire squad, from 25 to 25, then we have the main squad. But so painful. Okoro has not been too lucky with Super Falcons. I don't know what's always happening. One thing or the other would not just go well with the lady playing for, and a very good footballer, Okoro Desire.
Yeah, a very good footballer and a committed one. Dedicated one also, that really love our country very, very much. But the question here is, why would the
Chinese?
No, not the Chinese.
Okay.
Why should we shortlist or put a name when we know already
that there are restrictions?
Restriction in China.
And now this will be generating a lot of issues. People will be like, why?
These are the problems that we have internally that we need to look into. You know that you have a player playing in China and there are border restrictions due to
COVID-19 and all that.
And all that, and it will be impossible for her to come out because they are country that they follow process.
Not like
Nigeria that okay, don't worry
like
now.
Nigeria.
That they will tell you that there is a restriction. Don't worry, we'll find a way through we move. So her name shouldn't appear on that.
Actually, there are even two. Look, just take a look at Ihezuo. Look at how she plays football. She plays over there in China, and also Okoro. Both of them are really doing it for their clubs over there in China. But since you know that they won't be chanced, why putting their name, just like you said?
Giving them a false hope. Well, if you look at it other way, maybe they thought, but they shouldn't place it on probability that by the time
it will be lifted.
You know the process when it comes to COVID-19 and how they are taking it in China. They can be on lockdown till the end of this year.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They really want to safeguard their people.
Not us here. That's
anything goes.
Anything goes. Yeah. So that's the issue. But the good thing is that they've shown commitment, and it didn't come from them that, oh no, don't shortlist my name more, because they will not allow me. That shows that they too, they are willing, if the opportunity comes, that they want to represent their country. So a very good one and a very good replacement also. And that's one good thing about the Super Falcons. We have a lot of stars that can come in and represent us. So let's see what will happen by the time they prune the list from the current 35 to 25.
Well, Ngozi Okoro and Anam Imo, they will be the one to at least swap position as Ichuendo, Ihezuo, and Desire Okoro will be part of Nigerian Super Falcons to WAFCON that will be coming up in Morocco. Hopefully, according to her in a tweet, she said she will be cheering from China to support the Falcons. Hopefully, the team will actually scoop it again. We are the defending champion and we want to win the 10th edition. From there, we prepare for the World Cup. Now, still talking about the Super Falcons. This time around, they'll be playing a friendly game against Japan. They call them the Nadakoshi. The Japanese team will be playing friendly against Super Falcons of Nigeria, and that will be coming up in October. According to the news reaching us, that will be nice. At least NFF organizing to after the WAFCON now, they will be ahead to play a friendly.
Okay, honestly, I'm still trying to find out the reason why we are getting it right when it comes to the Super Falcons, but we are getting it wrong when it comes to the Super Eagles. So that is what I'm still trying to find out, to know where the problem really comes. The problem is coming from. Now the Super Falcons, they are going to play in Morocco for the AFCON Nations Cup. That's for the women edition in July, and we've already scheduled a friendly in October against the Japanese team, who are currently 13th in FIFA ranking. So that means we're already preparing towards the World Cup, because, take it or leave it, we are the perennial African champions when it comes to women. We've won it 9 times. So that means the possibility, the confidence that we are going to win it again is there. So we are planning ahead. We played Canada also, so we are playing Japan also. So that means we are preparing ourselves to make sure that we beat our best record of playing in the quarterfinal in 1999, because that's been our best record in the Super Falcons FIFA Women World Cup quarterfinal in 1999. To make sure that at least we get to semi-final. So we are already getting ready, getting prepared for it. No fire brigade approach. So that is the reason why, if the Super Falcons, if they fail, we have everything to come out and say, no, we have everything that you needed to make you succeed. And they've never
disappoint Nigeria.
Disappoint Nigeria. They've been doing what is expected.
Imagine if Eagles have actually won 9 AFCON. I can imagine the kind of joy. Imagine if Eagles are the defending champion of AFCON. I can imagine how NFL will be feeling right now. Imagine if Eagles, the way the Falcons have dominated Africa, they've also done that. Just the way Egyptians, the pharaohs of Egypt have dominated Africa. Imagine if we have even done to that level of what the pharaohs of Egypt have done, not even comparing to 9 times that they have won, and they've been at every World Cup since inception. They have never failed to qualify for World Cup. Eagles in 2006, a lot of Nigeria nearly killed themselves because of that 2006 All-Star Angola. It's still so fresh in my brain. And then 2022.
At our backyard.
Is it backyard?
Yes, our backyard. National Stadium is here.
No, I don't want to call it backyard. In our own home.
I don't even want to talk about it. And you know the reason why the issue is like this? It still has to do with what the NFF they are getting from
the Super Eagles.
I will continue saying it. That's why I said the other time, the EFCC and the ICPC, they have to bring their searchlight on the NFF. That glass house, they should go in there. They have a lot of work to do. Because if that's not the situation, imagine, like you rightly said, probably half of Abuja will have been named after all the players. But these Super Eagles, the Super Falcons rather, you walk by them, you don't even recognize, no recognition at all.
All the stars that play for Super Falcons, that won all the fourth, the second, the third, how many Nigerians can even mention, Eagles only won it 3 times. Virtually, you can mention all the stars that play in the 1980, 1994, 2013. You remember almost everyone. Then the ladies, one day I sat and I was looking at all the list of Nigerians that played for all the ladies. I was like, wow, oh, Morimadu, oh, this lady. It's only those ones that maybe the strikers or thereabout, Florence Magbemi and all of them. How many people remember that Agu Chijen actually was a goalkeeper for Nigeria, what they did? The same Chioma Njoa, do you remember that she played for Nigeria?
Yes.
Before she converted to athletics? Yes. A lot of people don't know.
It's because of the concentration that the undue
we have given
attention we are giving to the Super Eagles. So that's the reason why they are enjoying this. So for the Super Falcons, I'm very happy about this preparation against the Japanese team. I think we met 3 times. We met at the Olympic, they beat us 1-0. We played friendly match also twice. They won us 2 goals each. So that means we've met 3 times. They won us 3 times.
At least they are world champions.
They score, yes, and they are the first.
Yes.
They are the first team
Asian.
the first team in Asian to win the World Cup in 2011 by beating Team USA in the penalty shootout. I still remember that match vividly because everybody thought Team USA will win the match, but because of their confidence, concentration,
tenacity,
and their it makes them to really do the right thing. So it's a very good one, and it's a very good one for us also to hike our psyche because we are playing against teams that are better than us, so that you can learn one thing or the other. Against the Canadian team that we play with, I'm sure we'll learn 1 or 2 things. Then against them also we'll learn 1 or 2 things. I will take all this experience
together
to the World Cup to make sure that we beat our best record of quarterfinal and at least get to the semi-final and set another record for Africa.
It is possible.
It is very, very possible.
If we can give, let me say, 30% of attention to Eagles, to Falcons, we can achieve this.
In fact,
I bet with you.
I agree with you 100%. And if you do that, we'll be playing in the final of the FIFA Women's World Cup, not even quarterfinal or semi-final.
Let me just take you back. Look at the Tigress. Yes, they are not going for the World Cup. They qualified. They were being old. Yet, this lady conquered, I would say they conquered the world. For them to have beaten France and all that, and then they were able to qualify for the World Cup. Seriously, it's not easy playing against countries like that when it comes to basketball, but they were able to do it, came first in Africa, and they qualified for the World Cup. Now, someone asked a question. If we were to be Super Eagles that qualify for the match we play against Ghana, we qualify for World Cup, and then Amaju Pinnick and someone had issues, and then it couldn't be settled, then we now say Nigeria is not going to the World Cup. What will have happened? Maybe that will be another topic for another day. Seriously,
It's gonna be
if you qualify for World Cup against Ghana that day, and then just because of factional, whatever, internal problems, and then we announce that we put ban on international football for the next 2 years, what will happen?
Probably won't have a glass house again.
Because that place...
We won't have a glass house
Let
again.
me borrow Nigeria and Poland. They feel burn down. We've been talking some sporting stories here in the studio. Why we're actually making some sense from what you look as if it's not sensible, but really, to be candid, Nigerian football, we need to give attention to other sportsmen out there, not only on Super Eagles, and also to let you know that Super Falcons are battle ready for AFCON, and they want to actually beat that record of quarterfinals to get to the semi-final at the World Cup. Let's go and talk about two transfer stories before our time is up. We talk about Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest right now, they could miss out on Taiwo Awoniyi amid interest from other clubs after a record fee of £17.5 million bid. Well, Nottingham Forest, they want to get Awoniyi for £17.5 million. But news are coming that, well, the Union Berlin player could be, the other clubs are also coming to get him. But from the way it is, Awoniyi going to Nottingham Forest may not work. Oh, well, maybe.
Well, I think Awoniyi should just try and treat carefully. Yes, a move for him, a good one. Premier League, Premiership, yes, fantastic one, because that is where you have over 4 billion viewership. Nice one. But Nottingham Forest, you are going to leave a
Union Berlin that qualifies for Europe.
You are playing in Europe to a team that just qualify.
There is no guarantee that they will go back, with all due respect.
Exactly. So that is why I said it needs to treat carefully this time around. You shouldn't look at the money. You should look at his future. You should look at his career. You should look at where can I play. Now, it's because he's playing Union Berlin, and they play at they are playing in Europe. That is why he's getting all this attraction. If you go to Nottingham Forest right now,
and they are not doing well.
They are not doing very well. Nobody will look about him. Look at Emmanuel Dennis, for example. Imagine if Emmanuel Dennis is playing with Aston Villa or Arsenal.
Or even Everton.
Or Everton, or even Newcastle currently now. Do you know what will have happened to him? Do you know a lot of people that
will have been coming
knocking? So that is what Awoniyi should try and look into also. You should look at where can I go so that my future in the next 2 or 3 years will be brighter than what it is right now. 17.5 million, record-breaking, nice one, but you look at his future. I don't think that's a nice place for him to go.
It might not be a nice place at all. Well, Awoniyi just have to tread carefully concerning that deal. Well, the last one on the log is that PSG are set. They are really getting close to announce Christophe Gaultier, the coach of OGC Nice. He did it with Lille by winning the French Ligue 1. But right now, PSG are edging so close to announce him as their new boss. Well, Zinedine Zidane is out of it because he's edging to become French national team coach after Didier Deschamps will have left that place.
Okay, a good one for Zidane, and sincerely. He has won everything. So right now, he has to go to his country to go and do something. He has won Champions League back to back. He doesn't want to play in the Premiership for a reason best known to him, because they wanted him there. Newcastle wanted him also, and there was a rumor also that Man City also, they wanted him. Even Manchester United, they followed him. So he have a reason why he wants to go and coach his club. No issue with that one. But the coach that PSG are going for, I ask myself, what is wrong with PSG?
That's what they want, because they noticed that he won the league for Lille then when this guy was there, Osimhen, and then he is with OGC Nice now, and we saw what they did. They came 5th in the French Ligue 1, so they know how good he is.
Very, very good domestic in domestic league. Is that what PSG is that what they are looking for right now?
That's what they want.
His best performance in Europe has been last 16. That has been his best performance in Europe. And that's the coach that you want to come and coach Neymar, Mbappe, Messi. There has never been to quarter-final before, semi-final or final, talking of winning the trophy. And that's the only trophy that is missing in their cabinet. And if you look at the arrays of stars that they have in PSG now, so it is him that they now want that. When you mention his name, even not because of some of us that we are used to the game of football,
a lot of people will be like, who is Christophe?
They have to go and
Gaultier.
Google to say, who is Gaultier? What has he done? He made his name in 2017 when he went to Lille. Then they are struggling they're about going to relegation, and he did a fantastic job by making them to stay above relegation just by only 1 point. And his best achievement has been winning Ligue 1 trophy that PSG has won before. Well, anyway, maybe they want to start going the way of Arsenal and Manchester United.
Let's
That's PSG.
see if PSG don't go the way of Manchester United or Arsenal. Well, that's it. They want Christophe Gaultier to be their boss. That will be coming very soon. They will be announcing that particular man as their coach. Well, that's it on 360 Sport with Olawale Peters has been giving us so much analysis this evening. Good to have you once again.
Pleasure being here, Adeniyi.
I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. Sport is always business and fitness. Thanks for watching.